Olympic hero Kurt Angle, and you're listening to the We Are Wrestling podcast.
Yo, listen, this is the best Wrestling Alive Platinum match, and you're listening to the We Are Wrestling podcast.
Hey everybody, Eric Bischoff here, and you are listening to We Are Wrestling podcast.
Hello everyone, this is Nunzio, former WWE Cruiserweight Champion, and you're watching We Are Wrestling podcast.
We Are Wrestling podcast. Check them out, man.
Stay tuned, listen to the podcast. Best one, Donnie might teach you a thing or two.
We Are Wrestling. And if you don't listen to it, then it's one-on-one with The Undertaker. Featuring your hosts, Dan Eddy and Donnie. We Are Wrestling.
What is up? We are Wrestling Maniacs out there worldwide. I'm the host with the most, Mr. We Are Wrestling himself, the best one, Donnie, here with...
What is going on? We are Wrestling Maniacs worldwide. It is Ben, Uncle Ben, Rage Circus, America's favorite uncle, Wrestling's punching bag, all that favorite shit. How you guys doing today? It's been a wild fucking weekend full of wrestling content, and we're stoked to get into it later on. But Dan, how you doing today, man?
What the? Yeah, definitely. What's going on, guys? I'm excited after this whole weekend. There was so much wrestling. I'm sure Donnie's exhausted from that last week. I'm ready to get into it.
What's going on, Josh?
I need a raise.
Yeah, but man, what a crazy week it has been in the pro wrestling world. And it's a Wednesday, live, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 4 p.m. wherever Dan is. And we're here with another live episode of the We Are Wrestling podcast. And we got some members here in the live chat. We got Angela, what's going on? We got Josh Toy Show. And if you guys did see the intro, Dan Eddy, not only did he get a statue last week, but this week, you now are in the intro. How does it feel?
Feels good. You know,
this is gonna be kind of fucked up.
Started big time,
up, but I'm gonna break the rules of the podcast a bit. Can you play the intro one more time so I can catch Eddie?
It was very
distracted. Wow. I was a little distracted. We're live, so I just figured let's play it real quick just so I can see Eddie.
Well, let's play it.
Olympic hero Kurt Angle, and you're listening to the We Are Wrestling podcast.
Yo, listen, this is the best Wrestling Alive Platinum match, and you're listening to the We Are Wrestling podcast.
Hey everybody, Eric Bischoff here, and you are listening to We Are Wrestling podcast.
Hello everyone, this is Nunzio, former WWE Cruiserweight Champion, and you're watching We Are Wrestling podcast.
We Are Wrestling podcast. Check them out, man.
Stay tuned, listen to the podcast. Best one, Donnie might teach you a thing or two.
We Are Wrestling. And if you don't listen to it, then it's one-on-one with The Undertaker. Featuring your hosts, Dan Eddy and Donnie. We Are Wrestling.
Oh,
well, you guys got to listen to the intro twice. So,
I didn't know it was me in the end.
Yeah,
I didn't know it was me in the very end part of that. I thought this
we
was
gotta get you
Danny.
the drip so we can get an actual cut up. Dude, that was fucking awesome. It was fucking great. What's going on, Destry? Dude, that's awesome. I got a little distracted. I was messaging Ash back because she's been stuck like sitting in an Amazon van because her door won't close. So like they have to send a fleet member out there. So I was just making sure she was good. Dude, that's solid. That's solid.
Yeah, that's cool.
Fucking stuff, man.
Honestly, it's so cool. It's been a wild summer so far, and I get excited when that song comes on every time. So I appreciate that, Donnie. It's awesome.
Hell yeah. All right, well, let's get back to the program. If you're
Sorry.
not a We Are Wrestling Maniac yet already and you're listening to this episode, wherever you get your podcast, whether that's Apple, Spotify, Google, wherever you get them, leave us a 5-star review, not just any review, a best one review, and download the episodes and follow us. If you're not a We Are Wrestling Maniac yet already, over on the YouTube channel where you get the best pro wrestling content, including the live episodes every Wednesday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Live watch-alongs for all the WWE PLEs and AEW pay-per-views, vlogs, reactions, everything pro wrestling, and you're not a part of the thousands of subscribers. We recommend you to hit that subscribe button now, turn on the post notifications. Videos be coming out of nowhere like an RKO, and of course, you already know the grind is real.
It wasn't my fault.
All right, well, man, this weekend has been crazy, so I do want to give the Maniacs here the format of how we're going to be doing this week's episode so that you guys can all stay in tuned. And the way we're going to do it is we're going to be reviewing all 3 of the specials that happened over the weekend. That includes AEW All In, Saturday Night Main Event, Goldberg's retirement match, and WWE Evolution 2. And we're also going to be talking about some upcoming SummerSlam matches, as well as NXT Heatwave coming to Ben and I's area. Adam Cole with some unfortunate news, and Goldberg being unhappy with his retirement. Then we're going to be putting over Lita, WWE Hall of Famer. And of course, we're going to end the show off with the OTC, Roman Reigns returning to WWE. We got a very stacked episode this week, and I got to say, this weekend, I was a little disappointed with WWE going head-to-head with AEW, but I've taken a couple days, and I've realized that,
a victory lap.
honestly, huge W for everybody in pro wrestling, I felt like this weekend. And maybe not Saturday Night Main Event, but I feel like Dan and I were ranting about it during the live watch-along for Evolution 2.
Yeah.
The women. Overall, the women in every single promotion this last week delivered and showed
every
us.
single match. Every single match was fire.
Every single match. TNA, AEW, WWE, all of these promotions, they absolutely killed it this week. And man, this is going to be a very fun episode. I am looking forward to talking to you guys about what happened this weekend. But I do want to share something that I will be doing this upcoming Sunday. Ooh. So, to all the We Are Wrestling Maniacs out there, if you're in the Long Island area, this Sunday night coming up, TNA will be having Slammiversary, and I'm actually going to be going to my first TNA pay-per-view. Very, very excited about it. And there's rumors about
the return of AJ Styles.
A phenomenal one showing up. I hope it happens.
It's gonna.
That is the reason I got those tickets.
Nice.
Who's up there?
I'm gonna be going up there with my dad. That was he always wanted to go to a TNA pay-per-view.
Well,
so I ended up surprising him, got him some tickets. I believe I got him around Christmas time.
Josh
so
Show said he's gonna be there.
Hey, okay, let's go, Josh. We better link up.
Yeah, dude.
So I'm very excited about that. And you already know there will be a vlog up, which we do got to catch up on the editing with the vlogs and stuff. So we do apologize for that. It's just been crazy in the wrestling world right now.
It has.
But let's start things off with our power of the poll. If you guys want to get your votes in, all you got to do is go to the We Are Wrestling community tab over on our YouTube page and vote. We give you guys 1 week exactly. We even have next week's already ready, which honestly, not going to lie to you guys, this week's power of the poll is horrible. This week's. And it was very last minute, so I do apologize for it. And we asked you guys, which random Ruthless Aggression tag team would you like to see back in the WWE Tag Team division in 2025? So let's see what the results are. And the winner is Deuce and Domino, 59%.
Yeah, bruh.
While 35% picked the Basham Brothers, 3% picked the Heartthrobs, and 3% picked Simon Dean's Two Bald Gymnasts.
Yeah, dude, I'm gonna go with You mean the what became the Gemini syndrome?
Yep, the Gemini system or
yeah,
whatever it is.
So the Geminis rather. So I actually kind of agree with this high key. Because not only did the tag team consist of, Jimmy Snuka's kid, Tamina's brother, Sin Snuka, but at the same time, like they were one of like the last gimmicks really of fucking, the Ruthless Aggression era. They actually knocked off Paul London and fucking Brian Kendrick in London to end their reign as the longest reigning SmackDown champions in history before the Usos. And they really played the gimmick well. I mean, if you look at 1950s Greasers, they were known for being aggressive, being belligerent, and just kind of, being all over it. So they really sold that. Seeing them split felt real. It felt authentic. Domino kind of got lost in the shuffle until he got released after that. But we got
best thing that probably ever happened to him.
Yeah, for sure. But
because let me tell you, guys, Domino, if you have not seen his work outside of WWE as Cliff Compton, go check it out.
It's crazy.
It's a fun rabbit hole to go down.
Yeah. I will say I 100% agree with this because they were legitimately like a serious established team, and unfortunately I saw great things for them, but other people thought differently. So yeah,
I like them. They're underrated. What's your thoughts, Dan?
Honestly, Rage, that's why you're on this podcast, bro. Because I didn't know a single thing what you were saying.
Well, I remember being pissed off when London and Kendrick dropped the titles because London took one fucking backflip, landed on his gut, and was out cold for 30 minutes of the match.
Yeah, so I was just like, okay, all right, just nodding my head and agreeing. Honestly, I didn't know any one of these four groups, to be quite honest. So my wrestling knowledge doesn't go back that far.
Actually, no, I know all of them.
But,
Dan Eddy, guys, is a PG kid.
I'm not a PG. I grew up in the aggression era, okay? All right.
He just didn't care
didn't pay that much attention.
Well, I did pick four of the most random tag
teams, kind of, yeah.
And I don't know, like I thought like we had something good here, but this was one of our lowest voting power of the polls.
Hey, listen, man. Not all shoots are gonna be land, so it's all good, man.
But hey, at least we acknowledged the heartthrobs and these two bald guys that did nothing outside of WWE.
I gotta play that game again. Shoots and ladders. That shit's fun. Who's the winner? The 59% one?
Deuce and Domino.
Okay. Yeah, going on based off the pictures you have on the screen here, Donnie, for our audio listeners, I would pick that one because they look
especially since they are the only ones that have a title on them.
Pretty much.
Let me tell you though, low key.
At first thought, I thought the one in the lower left was Sky Too Hottie and what's his name?
No, you do not say Grandmaster Sensei and Scotty Too Hottie.
At first glance, I thought it looked like because that's the outfits that they would wear.
It's Too Hottie. I do understand why he would confuse them. I do understand.
But when you listed them off,
I bet you money that Casual Cam, if he was here right now, he would probably think that's Scotty Too Hottie and Grandmaster Sexy. Definitely.
Like, is that Scotty Too Hottie and Grandmaster Sexy? Like, no, Cam, that's not.
Yeah. So,
I will say I actually voted for the Basham Brothers because I thought that they were so underrated. And one thing I really liked about them has got to be the theme song. They had a very catchy theme, even though it was very generic. The dun 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 dun.
When I hear Basham Brothers,
they were with JBL and Orlando Jordan too around that time, and I absolutely hated them.
Yeah,
the name Basham Brothers. I always think of the Mighty Duck movies with the Bash Brothers.
It's better than the Dicks. Batista's beating on the Dicks. No, they did that shit for the sole purpose of Michael Cole to deliver that line in a serious manner without cracking. I would have been crying, bro. I would have had to mute my mic.
All right. Well, congratulations to Deuce and Domino on winning this week's Power of the Poll. But let me tell you guys, next week, I think that this is probably one of our better, if not the best Power of the Poll that we've come up with. And next week's Power of the Poll, we are going to be asking you guys, which Roman Reigns is your favorite? We have Shield Roman, Big Dog Roman, Tribal Chief Roman, which is heel Roman, and OTC Roman, which is babyface.
Yeah, baby.
So if you guys want to go cast your vote, you can go over to the We Are Wrestling YouTube channel in our community tab and vote now. You do have until next week's episode.
I'm not going to lie. I would say this is an easy slide, but even Roman as fucking OTC is fucking over as fuck. So it's like
that's what I'm saying.
Because I want to go Tribal Chief because that was like, but OTC is kind of fucking over. So it just I don't know, man. It's come back to me next week.
Well, next week we will be talking about it on We Are Wrestling Podcast episode 167.
Holy fuck! Really?
But now I do want to plug a couple of our videos that we had last week because there was lots of content that we produced. We did have some We Are Wrestling extras. We also did do our predictions on last week's episode, which, man, one of our biggest episodes. We had over 500 views on YouTube and lots of downloads as well, audio listeners.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I also did predictions as well for AEW All In the next day with a We Are Wrestling extra. And then we did have very successful watch-alongs, myself and Ricky Knows Best. We did the All In Texas watch-along, which was a lot of fun. 8 hours, but man, what a great time it was. And there's my reaction right there to Hangman Adam Page winning the World Championship at All In. Then on Saturday Night Main Event, I did record Goldberg's retirement as well. If you guys haven't checked that out, you can. Evolution watch along, myself and Dan Eddy. We watched the entire PLE, had a great time. Rage was hanging out with us in the live chat throughout the entire episode, which was great. And there's Dan Eddy and I reacting to Naomi, which this is Dan Eddy's first thumbnail being on. So congratulations. Dan Eddy, you are freaking making history here.
Dan Eddy was actually
show some love to Dan Eddy in the chat.
Dan Eddy was actually in the Geek Box fucking like reactions for Naomi's fucking thing. It's got like 3,000 views. It's got like 50,000 views or something like that.
Looking that up right now.
you and Donnie's reaction.
Yeah, you do that, you fucking Mark.
Type in streamers react to Naomi cash-in, and yeah, you're in it towards the end with Donnie.
Found it.
His ass
Dan
jumping
Eddy,
up and running
you're
around.
making it. You're making it, bro. I'm so proud of you.
Thousands of views, bro.
What? Dude, that's awesome, bro. That made my day, man. Thanks.
You Mark. But we're all marked, technically, because we're talking about pro wrestling.
Welcome to We Are Wrestling, where you go viral and don't even know.
That's true.
And then also, I had my reaction as well to
Twitch
Roman Reigns returning. And we're going to be talking about this in our main event topic. But now let's get into our highlight of the week this week, which I know is tough because a lot of crazy things happened. All right, I'll let you start then with your highlight of the week, Rage.
The entirety of Evolution, but we'll get to that next. The entirety of Evolution, and I'll explain why when I go to talk about it.
Well, guys, I think Dan Eddy has a new highlight of the week, him being on the Geek Box highlight.
He's watching it intently. He has tunnel vision on that shit.
I did find it, yeah. I was trying to watch it with the sound off because I'm trying to listen to you guys too, yeah.
Yeah, no, I got you, bro.
Ironically, that's hilarious because that is my highlight of the week. I called Naomi cashing in on the Money in the Bank.
Your reaction was great.
Evolution. So, yeah, my reaction was genuine because I was like, oh, my God. First of all, hype. Second of all, good for her. She deserves it. Third of all, I fucking called it like a phone.
You did. So my highlight of the week, I was so torn between AEW and WWE. So I decided, you know what? Since I am the We Are Wrestling champion yet again, I'm going to come up with two highlight of the weeks. I'll keep them short and sweet. First one, AEW All In as a whole. I thought it was a very successful show, and I feel like AEW has definitely picked up so much momentum over the weekend, putting on this very successful show. And it just seems like AEW really is starting to pick up some momentum now. They're finally focusing on their own product, not worrying about what the WWE is doing. And it just seems like the locker room morales are just at an all-time high right now. And so many storylines came out of this show as well, which makes me very excited to watch AEW Dynamite later on tonight. Yeah, and my WWE highlight of the week, I have to go with this past Monday on Raw, Paul Heyman, Gunter, and Braun Breaker, because this is the Braun Breaker I've been waiting for. And it's unfortunate that Seth Rollins is injured, but the way Paul Heyman was talking about Braun Breaker to Gunther, that is what he needs. He doesn't need Seth Rollins. He doesn't need Bronson Reed. Just keep Paul Heyman with him, and my God, you got the next Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, all combined into one.
Yes, the fuck you do.
Man, Heyman absolutely killed it in that promo.
Mm-hmm.
Ben's chair shot was Eric Ellington's highlight of the week.
Yeah.
Which,
Dude,
by the way, Ben,
hurts.
I will update you. We did get some super chats throughout the weekend while you were away.
Nice.
And now we need $85 more until I get thrown off the roof into the water.
I genuinely cannot wait to do that to you because I'm going to be the one to do that to you.
Originally, it was $150, but I was explaining to the Maniacs that because you got the chair shots for $100, it's only fair that it's $100 for me getting thrown off the roof. I tried to weasel my way out of it. I tried to weasel my way out of it because I do hate heights, but it's not happening. Rage already said it has to be $100. So we need 85 more to make it happen. And you guys have until the end of the month.
150 is to go through a table because that genuinely is that's gonna leave a mark. Compensate my urgent care bill.
All right. Well, with that being said, now let's get into the We Are Wrestling weekly TV recap. And this week, we decided for the TV recap, we might as well go over what happened all weekend long, and that is AEW All In, WWE Saturday Night Main Event, and of course, WWE Evolution 2. And the way we're going to do this is each of us have picked the show, and we're pretty much going to review it for you guys. So if you are in the live chat, we pretty much want to hear your thoughts on the show as we're talking about it. So we're going to start off with AEW All In Texas, Saturday afternoon. And of course, I did the live watch along. I'm the AEW fan here. So let's talk about it. And I do want to actually know your guys' thoughts on like what you heard, like the buzz. Like, what was your thoughts on like what you heard or what you saw, maybe in highlights for this show?
Pretty fucking crazy. Like as everybody knows, I'm not a fucking fan. You know, like, and I can't. I'll stand by that. You know, but from the clips I've seen, it was pretty fucking wild, man. A lot of shit happened, a lot of surprises. Bryan Danielson showed up, Edge returned. We had a wild match between fucking Adam Page and Moxley where we got a lot of interference, but a lot of cool moments, including Swerve helping him out to win it. It was a really, really cool show overall from what I saw. I'm glad that Toni Storm went over. It's not even just for my disdain of Mercedes Moné, but it was just a good match. I watched the entirety of the match. It was the right decision. They both came out to work. They both looked great. I was very happy for the AEW fans, and I'm honestly this weekend I'm just happy for pro wrestling.
What about you, Dan Eddy? Because I know like you haven't really watched AEW, but now that you've been doing the podcast with us, you have been doing some homework, watching some of the highlights and stuff. I want to hear what you think.
Yeah, so I watched the highlights of it the next day, and I gotta be honest, I am excited to tune in to AEW tonight. I think AEW just got himself a new fan. I mean, when people, I'm sure it's a trigger for a bunch of you guys and a lot of our listeners, but when people say wrestling is fake, just show them the fucking Moxley and Adam Page fight.
Just that fork spot.
That's just fork spot. That's like in what, the first 3 minutes of the match?
2 minutes. Like Ricky and I did time when Mox was going to bleed because that's like a fun thing we like to do.
Nice. Yeah, so
2 minutes in like 22 seconds.
It's not just that match though. The whole pay-per-view, or would you call it pay-per-view or PLE?
Pay-per-view, because you do have to pay.
Okay, so pay-per-view, the whole pay-per-view was hyped. It was actually more built up and more anticipated than I feel like Saturday Night Main Event and Evolution almost combined, to be honest. And maybe a hot take might just be me, but the whole pay-per-view event, 10 out of 10. Coming from a casual fan, I know maybe 3 or 4 wrestlers, and maybe 2 of those are because they used to be WWE. And I know there, other I guess, alter egos in AEW now. So like Adam Copeland is Edge, and John Moxley used to be Dean Ambrose, so things like that. But yeah, I'm excited to tune in tonight because I want to see what Toni Storm does next after she got done with Mercedes. I want to see what Anna Page is going to do with the new AEW title. It's just, yeah, it was
hell
exciting.
yeah. I can't wait to hear your thoughts next week here on the pod. But now let's go over the review here. So we did have 0 Hour, and I gotta say, I used to hate the Costco guys, but I don't know what it is with the Rizzler here, the little cowboy, but he's been kind of growing on me a little bit lately. And Trent said, fuck them kids, because he did push one of the Costco kids for no reason. And then also, I'm getting into the regular show, Samoa Joe and the Ops retained the trio championships, but then he got written off because pretty much what's happening is Twisted Metal, he has to do some press, some media work for them, so that's why they kind of wrote him off, which I liked because it kind of made me believe, like, all right, Hangman's not going to have help here.
Shit drops in 2 weeks.
New season.
I can't wait.
Season, New season
so excited.
Like the 31st.
You're fucking welcome.
Like that.
You're fucking welcome. You weren't even going to watch it.
And then we also got in the men's casino battle royal gauntlet. Juice Robinson came back.
Dallas returned. I mean, Juice Robinson. Yeah.
I don't know why this dude got rid of the beard. I don't know why this dude got rid of his friggin' toyetic gear and pretty much turned himself into a midget Undertaker. Don't understand, but it is what it is. But I was very happy to see the Guns come back because I thought that they were going to just let the contracts run up and then they were going to go to WWE, which I do think eventually probably will happen because they are very, very talented and with their dad's connection. But it was cool to see them come out and go after Ricochet's guys. Guns up. Got that right.
Yeah, you're excited. That reaction or watch.
And right here, one of my highlights, MJF is back in the world title picture because he could use this contract at any given time to go for the world championship. So I was very happy with MJF winning this match because I think if he didn't win, I would have been pretty upset that he was in just a battle royal. But they did have some star power in there. So honestly, really not mad at all about this.
So question, is that kind of like Money in the Bank where they can cash in anytime?
It is exactly that.
Like even during a match?
Pretty much,
is it like, hey, I want this?
Yep.
It is exactly
it's
Money in the Bank.
basically that, just not a briefcase. It's a clipboard.
Without the briefcase? Oh.
It's
probably Jericho's old list clipboard.
So it's literally a contract that's inside the briefcase, but they didn't want to rip off WWE too bad with the concept, so they put in the fucking just a contract.
Yeah, which I do like this little concept, though. Like, I think it's pretty awesome that they do this.
I think pro wrestling can use it, so yeah.
Like, even like TNA, like if TNA did it, wouldn't be
I'm
mad.
not calling it a
NWA
ripoff, but I'm just saying that
Yeah.
it's the mirrored version of.
Yeah, of
Like
course, definitely.
It's like the blue show and wrestling.
It's the bootleg version of the Money in the Bank. I could say that.
I won't even say that. It's just their version. That's it.
All right,
Yeah.
well, moving on to a surprise that not one person probably predicted. Due to Adam Cole's injury, unfortunately, which we will talk about later on in the show, he did have to relinquish his TNT championship, so they turned it into a fatal four-way. It was Kyle Fletcher, who was Adam Cole's opponent. He went against Daniel Garcia
his career. Yep.
versus Sammy Guevara
Yep.
versus Dustin Rhodes. And Dustin Rhodes won the TNT championship, which I thought was a really cool moment.
I've never seen somebody cry so hard over a mid-card title.
Well, this title, there's a lot of history involved.
I know,
with
it
this
was
TNT
Cody's.
title.
It was
Cody was the first TNT champ. Brody Lee held it, and Christian Cage,
I was
the
just being a
father of the
dick.
year.
I was just
I
being a
know.
dick.
You didn't have your coffee. I know,
dude.
Caffeine.
So bad, dude. It's so bad.
Hey,
This
don't
is
get
you
me around
right
the
now.
caffeine. Caffeine is a lifesaver.
Guys, this is rage right now.
I need my coffee.
I need my coffee. And man, just what a great moment it was. And then in the women's casino gauntlet, Harley Cameron, she came back from her nose injury. And we also got to see Alex Windsor, who is now going to be a part of AEW, a top wrestler right now in the United Kingdom. And she's actually dating Will Ospreay too, which is kind of cool. Great wrestler. She impressed me a lot over the weekend.
Wait, whoa. She flew over to the States? Wow. Because like Will Ospreay's been going back and forth like a motherfucker. So this is a good sign.
Yeah. She's a great wrestler, too. I will say that.
Dude, she's dating Will Ospreay. He's obviously trained her. No
Who is
fucking
that?
shit, she's great, bro. No fucking shit, she's great. It's Will Ospreay's girlfriend,
Alex
dude.
Windsor.
Oh, yeah, I heard that. Yeah, I heard her name.
She fine as hell, low-key, though.
That's what I'm saying.
She fine
Bro,
as hell,
I do like the gold.
Jericho's touring right now, dude.
Yeah, Jericho right now is Fozzy touring and taking a break, which is actually kind of well needed. But I will say, the Hurt Syndicate, that was a great three-way tag. They got to retain the championships. And honestly, I am so happy that AEW did not break MJF up with them, because I actually really like this group all together. Like, the chemistry's there, and it just works.
Pairing. It's an odd pairing, but yeah, it works.
It works, which I like. And then we saw Nick Wayne turn on his father, which honestly, Christian Cage did have it coming after all the shit that he said about his real father. But he ended up turning on him, and Adam Copeland came back to save Christian from getting his ass beat. And this was honestly one of my highlights of the show, was right here, where Adam Copeland, instead of saying, go fuck yourself, he said, go find yourself. And I think we're building up Adam Copeland and Christian Cage versus FTR all out in Canada. So I'm just all excited for this storyline. FTR, I think them not being on the main card was definitely the right choice here to build this feud. So I'm really excited about this.
It's crazy to think
how Christian coming back together.
How far back we are. Like when I was looking at for Lita's stuff today, it's crazy how far Edge has come. Or Adam Copeland, sorry. It's so far. It's crazy.
Or
Eddie Copeland.
Or Cope, yeah.
All right. Well, I got to say, this was one of the best women matches that I've seen in a very long time with Mercedes Moné, which I thought the robe was sick. She had all the opponents she defeated. And Timeless Toni Storm, one of my favorites right now in AEW. I think she's like the most over women wrestler right now in the world.
Excuse me, it's you think you know him in AEW? Anyways.
And just overall, I do think they made the right choice here, giving it to Timeless Toni Storm. I thought Moné and her put on a great match. And I kind of hope like this is where we start to see Moné lose the championship. She kind of lose some momentum. And then maybe get her back and like let her work her way up to Toni Storm and go from there. And then we got JoJo. She made an appearance. She performed a song before Swerve came out. And the Young Bucks, being the dorks that they are, came out to this like 5-minute Christopher Columbus introduction as the founding fathers. And Will Ospreay and Swerve actually defeated the Young Bucks. So now the Young Bucks are not the EVPs of AEW anymore. So I hope that this brings them back to being baby faces.
You know that they're still the EVPs, though.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
Kayfabe is real.
No, that's a stupid kayfabe decision.
And this was one that I was actually very happy with. Okada defeating Kenny Omega to become the new unified champion with the help of Don Callis, unfortunately.
I saw the highlights of that one. That was a great match.
But I hope Okada picks up a lot of momentum from here now, because that Continental title was horrible. So I hope that they actually do something here with this belt. And then the main event, of course, Jon Moxley, Hangman. What a main event this was.
Staple.
We got the return of Bryan Danielson, which I love that he did the yes. That was a big fuck you to the WWE for pretty much telling him he's not allowed to do that. And then Darby Allin came down from the rafters.
That was such a fucking, that was such an
Everest.
iconic moment, dude. That was a Darby Allin moment, dude. It's like he was descending from the top of Everest.
He looks good. He looks like he added some muscle too, as well.
Say added some muscle as much as,
but he's not as skinny as he used to be.
I will say that he definitely
still
didn't
is
add
skinny
muscle as much as he added body fat and body weight, because especially because with the climb to Everest, you are going to be burning a lot of calories. So a lot of people gain a lot of weight before doing these things. Hence why people gain weight before Survivor, because they know it's going to burn off and you're going to need the energy. So yeah, it's literally that. And he looks great though, because the dude was fucking tiny. Now he looks like he could do some damage. So I'm really excited to see.
So I hope he kind of adds some, like Darby Allin, continue to add those calories. Continue to eat 5,000 calories a day.
To quote one of my favorite shows, It's Always Sunny, he cultivated mass.
Put down the nails and pick up the weight, son. You'll be fine. That's not a slight, bro. It's just like it's a fucking yeah, dude. The dude could. I'm excited to see where Darby Allin's going next.
Don't pick up the nails, pick up the weights.
Yeah, dude.
And then Swerve Strickland
was
helped Hangman Adam Page, which I thought was a really cool moment here because you already know the Swerve and Hangman feuds never going to be over. So
It's
I do
one of
like
the
that
best
little
fucking,
tease.
It was one of the best fucking AEW feuds in their entire history.
Put down the skateboard and pick up the
Pick up
dumbbells,
the dumbbells, buddy.
I like that. That's
Yeah,
a good
man.
one. Royd's
Royd's a good guy.
oh man. And then Hangman
bad,
holding the
okay.
championship. What a moment. Like, I think that a lot of wrestling fans don't let long-term storytelling play out. And in this case, because a lot of people are shitting on the Death Riders and having the championship in the briefcase, but it made that moment even bigger when Hangman opened up the briefcase, finally beat Mox, choked him out. This is exactly why I love pro wrestling,
Bro.
And Hangman,
This
my
kind of
God.
gives him a second lease on life with the title to kind of fix his shit when he ruined his title run simply by that CM Punk promo, because that's literally what started the domino effect of him leaving the company. So to have him hold it this time, be over as fuck, have him go through fucking obstacles to do it, have a crazy fucking death match basically, just to get it, and it feels warranted. So I'm stoked to see hopefully the improvements he makes to his title run and what kind of champion he's going to be going forward. It's exciting.
And I think with Hangman, like with the type of character, real quick before you do give your thoughts, Dan, I want to say like with his type of character, like he needs to be a fighting champ because that's what babyface Hangman represents, and I think that's what wasn't good about his first title run. So honestly, generally excited to see what's going to happen. What were you saying, Dan?
Oh, I was just going to add on to what you were saying. A lot of reactors I was watching during this match, they could describe it as like the Avengers Endgame for AEW, and with this match in particular, because the Moxley reign was over finally.
Yeah, there I am right there. Having my moment because AEW is saved. But overall, I thought it was just a great show, and I had really had a good time watching it. And I really hope AEW picks up the momentum where they left off and give us good television. That's all I ask. So now I'm going to let Dan, you're going to get to take it away with Saturday Night Main Event.
Let's do it. I'll give it 6 out of 10. I'm just kidding. So there was only 4 matches, and to be honest, it was more than enough because there wasn't really much build up to it the whole time. And the greatest thing they had was the Goldberg retirement match. But to start it off, they had Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre, and Randy Orton picked up the win. And they're starting to create a storyline with Jelly Roll teaming up with Randy Orton, who's also having a feud with Logan Paul. And I thought the most intriguing part of it was after the match with Drew McIntyre. For all the audio listeners, Donnie has a picture of Drew McIntyre yelling at Jelly Roll while he's face down on the mat.
After that Claymore kick, which was beautiful, by the way.
Beautiful Claymore kick. Yes, exactly. Took the words right out of my mouth. And so he's just saying, "You would never make it here." Just basically telling him to go away. And Randy Orton comes in to save him. So they already have a tag team match set up for SummerSlam, which I'm excited for. So pretty cool.
Ooh, we got a couple here. Eric Ellington, more commercials than wrestling. The Jelly Roll thing is unnecessary. Angela, let's be real. Saturday Night Main Event is a glorified house show, and it will always be, no matter how big they try to build it up. But that's the whole point of Saturday Night Main Event. If you go back old school, it was always like that.
Yeah, I do like how they go a lot of throwbacks.
I just don't like them rushing the card.
Even with the little things, like the rope colors, the refs' uniforms, like a lot of things they go back with, throwback wise. I like it. I enjoy the the show in general, but this one in particular, it was just kind of, I guess I'll watch it. I don't know, but it was the best part of the Saturday Night Main Event was when Jade Cargill and Naomi just started brawling, like randomly. They would have been scheduled to be here, and then they started brawling, and all of a sudden it became a no holds barred match. But they made Bianca Belair the special guest referee for that match. And that was the hypest part of that entire night, because the brawl is just started to seem more genuine. Like there's real heat between the two females, and it's crazy how they are just making it work, and I'm excited. To add on to it, they got Solo Sikoa defending his United States Championship against the Big Jimmy Uso, who can't catch a break.
Poor Big Jim.
Like he can't really
never invited to the family gatherings.
Yeah.
Like Rage said.
Solo Sikoa does pick up the win with against Jimmy Uso with the help of the JC Potato and the tall dude, Tall Tonga.
I like that.
Tall Tonga, yeah. But the exciting part of it was after the match, they were beating up on Jimmy Uso, and Jacob Fatu comes in to save his cousin. Is it?
I don't know, dude. With their family tree, it really fucking complicated. It's so complicated.
I was trying to explain it to somebody the other night too, my lady friend, and she didn't get it. But anyway, so that was exciting because it kind of extends the storyline with Fatu and Solo Sikoa. So hopefully they can maybe get a match going at SummerSlam if they don't have one already. I feel like.
Yeah, I do feel like that's what we're building towards. That's why I kind of like that they did have the Solo versus Jimmy match on this card. Just wish that maybe they gave him a little bit of a better build.
Yeah, it was sort of like, and so the next match was Seth Rollins against LA Knight. Yeah. And
wait, real quick, Dan.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Angelo gave us an update. Yeah, they are all cousins except for Tala and Tangaloa and Jimmy and Solo.
Okay, I knew Jimmy and Jay and Solo were all brothers. Solo was the younger brother.
Alrighty, back to the next match.
Yeah, so we got LA Knight versus Seth Rollins, and it unfortunately ends in an abrupt way, and unfortunate way, because Seth Rollins, we don't know the exact diagnosis, but it is a knee injury, they're calling it. I think it's the same.
Yeah, so I can give an update. I can give an update on the knee injury. So basically, with Seth Rollins, they haven't really been able to pretty much like disclose what the injury actually is due to swelling in his knee. He actually was supposed to do medical tests and stuff during Monday Night Raw backstage. But unfortunately, due to the swelling, which I believe he just said this on a recent podcast, which was earlier today, that his knee was too swelled up and they weren't able to really get like a CAT scan or anything done.
Yeah, because
he is going to be out for a significant amount of time.
They were planning on doing MRI on it. And I mean, quite frankly, Paul Heyman was just like, yeah, let's just forget about the injury. We got until June 2026 to cash it in. So,
I do hope he's back for then.
I do hope he's back way before then. Like maybe make an appearance at SummerSlam at least or something like that. Maybe too soon, but yeah, that unfortunately let LA Knight win the match against Seth, and hope Seth has a speedy recovery. And getting into the main event of the main event, we had Goldberg's retirement match versus Gunther. Yeah. Personally, I wasn't even. I didn't even watch the match myself. I was doing things around the house, and I watched the highlights. So, I mean, what can you say?
What a good way to put over a legend.
We both know.
Yeah, I'd rather go sweep my floor than watch Goldberg wrestle his final match.
I mean, I watched the highlights. I didn't watch it live, but anyway.
I hope Goldberg gives a jackhammer to your freaking statue.
We both knew Gunther was going to win. I mean, there was a slight chance that Goldberg could have won, but whether you're going to do with this a retirement match, but yet he wins the title. But
my condolences to Charles Robinson.
Once the ref Charles Robinson gets speared by Goldberg with this iconic move,
broke his ribs,
cracked rib. Yep, X-ray to prove it. It posted that on Instagram, I think. Once the ref was down, the whole chaos was starting. Put a jackhammer on Gunther and speared him, and started choking Goldberg out. And once the ref woke up, it was finding him starting to get sleepy. And Gunther took the match. So I mean, it was a great match in essence of Goldberg's retirement match because Gunther does help put the other opponent over during the match. So he's
And that's
like,
the thing. Gunther can work with like anybody too, which
yeah,
is a good thing.
it's no disrespect to Goldberg or Gunther or anything like that. It just wasn't as interesting for my sake. I do love Goldberg. I did like him a lot. I watched him growing up. So hope he has he's already a Hall of Famer, right?
Goldberg is, but real quick, Angelo. And they cut him off within 20 seconds. We are going to be talking about that in the weekly news and rumors segment.
I was just about to say that actually when you had the picture showed up with everybody in the ring, and then Michael Cole, I think, noticed that they were going to go off the air because he was staring at the cameraman once Goldberg was talking.
I will say the one thing I did like a lot in this Goldberg versus Gunther match that I do want to point out, I love the confrontation between Goldberg's kid and Gunther. I thought that was a really good confrontation.
I forgot to mention that. Yeah, he jumped over the barrier, but unfortunately couldn't do anything. So.
All right, well, Ben, we'll let you take it away now with WWE Evolution 2.
My God, dude. This was set up to be a failure, but ended up being one of the greatest things that could have happened over the weekend. And when I tell you that every single one of these ladies came to work, my God, it was something so beautiful. Like, this was what the fucking 2018 Royal Rumble should have felt like. Like, this is what I was looking for when I was looking for a women-represented PLE. Like, this is everything I wanted. Every single match was a fucking banger. Minus kind of one, but we'll get there. I'm really, really excited to dive in and talk about it. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. But let's get into it, shall we? First up, we got Bayley versus Lyra Valkyria versus Becky Lynch. Dude, this match felt fucking huge, bro. We got half of the four horsewomen and somebody who has been on a projectile fucking push since she hit main roster and genuinely feels like she's organically just resonating with the
horsewoman of
herself. Over as fuck. And even everybody backstage thinks that she is on the path to the higher echelons this fucking early to be one of the top superstars. It's another Rhea Ripley case, but way fucking faster, bro.
This is music to my ears.
This match was a fucking banger. I also got to give Bayley some props, too. She not only shined, but her fucking absence since WrestleMania has shown how much she has grown as a performer since then. And now she's also officially transitioning into that part of her career where she's going to be putting people over. And she's literally in the same vein as Sami Zayn from what I was seeing.
Hell yeah.
I'm really, really... Dude, this match I was genuinely blown away that I was really invested in because obviously nobody's a big fan of Becky Hogan right now. It just... But even with that
I like that she did wear the Hogan colors purposely on Raw.
I loved it. I loved it. Was really impressed with this match. I thought it was going to be a snooze fest because, again, anything that Becky Lynch is, kind of tapped into, I'm just not really interested nowadays. But this was 100%, an exception. I was really, really into it. The finish was great. We obviously got the comeuppance for it for Raw the next night. I'm really, really stoked about it because it's giving prestige to the title. It's giving adversity. She's giving off a lot of her fucking husband's heel vibes, which is obviously great. It's super cool, and I was really into this match.
I really enjoyed it.
It was great.
Well.
All right, so next, this one was actually something I was really looking forward to because I am like hellaciously a slut for Jordynne Grace. I don't know much about JC Jane, but I was really, really impressed with what I saw. So this was kind of my first exposure into her in-ring. Jordynne Grace, obviously stoked as fuck. She's going to be another person that is going to have a rocket ship on her back once she hits main roster, dude. Like, it is going to be an incredible future for her. I obviously saw the heel turn coming from, I'm going to go with Blake Monroe, rather.
She earned a name now.
I think that the back shot could have been, executed a little better, but I saw it coming. I think it might have been a little too early for my taste. but I
What
still
is
thought the
that?
match and the finish was worth it, and I think that I'm excited for their feud and their rivalry because I think it's going to be Jordan Grace's last before hitting main roster.
Donnie,
Yo, is that true?
She got elbowed in
She
the
got
throat and
elbowed
lost
in
her
the throat
voice.
and lost her voice.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Donnie,
Good job, Jason.
you were ranting during the watch along about how Blake Monroe does not deserve her name until she comes heel, and then 10 minutes later, boom.
That's right. And
It
thanks
was
to
just
Casey
funny.
Jane, I got to retain my beautiful title.
Yep. That was what did it.
And you guys thought I was crazy.
We got to team up, Rage. We got to.
Hey, let me get
we
you.
got to
to
end
eat
this.
My ass. Next match. All right, this one was a fucking banger, dude. So Kabuki Warriors, dude, obviously fucking incredible.
Can I say one thing about the Kabuki Warriors real quick? Sorry for interrupting.
Yeah, no, you're good.
I've never seen the entrance until
so
Evolution, and I fucking love it. That was so good.
That's their same one from years ago.
It's fire.
Yeah, because that's the problem with me. Like 2018, like 2017's like a blur, so I don't like remember a lot of that
anything
stuff.
before COVID, pretty much, yeah.
But that was fucking awesome.
We all knew that Roxanne and Raquel were going to be, walking out with it, but the in-ring work for all of these women, including seeing the chemistry between Charlotte Flair and Alexa and seeing her actually get some respect on her name out there, I felt great for her. Obviously she's been having it rough lately. She's still a human being regardless of what we may feel professionally. So it was nice to see her kind of have, a night off, but still be praised for who she is. And it was good to see that chemistry. I'm excited for their eventual feud in the future. Everybody came to work in this match. It's a pleasure seeing Asuka back with Kairi Sane because, dude, they are no pun intended, but an insane fucking tag team. Like, they are
So
fucking
good.
It's a tag team made in heaven, dude. Like, Triple H knew what the fuck he was doing.
Yeah, when Kairi left, dude, like I was so down because they were so
her
good
pop
together.
Should have been big at fucking Saudi Arabia when she popped up, but nah, you had to have her come back at like a fucking place where nobody fucking knows anybody.
It was a nice return.
It was a nice return, and nobody popped, and I was pissed about it, and I'm still bitter about it. But I also want to give a huge shout out to the MVP. I feel like in this match, and it's for a different reason than you think. Raquel Rodriguez. She 100% took Kevin Nash's advice to heart because she worked big that entire match, bro. Like, she was using the size to her advantage, was using all the teetering steps, she was using the block off, she was using the throws. Like, she came to fucking work and really took constructive criticism from a legend and really put it into work and didn't use it as an insult. She's gonna be huge.
And just for context, to the We Are Wrestling Maniacs that don't know what Rage is talking about, pretty much on Kevin Nash's podcast, he criticized Raquel Rodriguez for working faster when she has the size and she needs to work a little bit slower. And pretty much what Rage is trying to say is she took the advice instead of complaining about what a legend is saying on a podcast, which a lot of wrestlers do, and they think it's a joke. She actually took that criticism and she ran with it, and she put on a great performance.
She did, and it was probably the best match other than her match with Rhea that I've seen her in.
She's picking up a lot of momentum, which is great.
And like just seeing her like connect with the camera, like at the end of the match, like just seeing that she's finally becoming, the superstar and the woman that she needs to be in the ring and on TV, and we're watching it unfold in real time, and that was one of the most beautiful things about that match.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
All right, so next we got the one that I was actually kind of lukewarm about. This one is Tiffany Stratton versus Trish Stratus. So I obviously love both. I felt like this one just kind of felt thrown together really fast and just kind of didn't have enough aura around it. And I think that's kind of where I fell off from it. Trish still fucking has it. I felt horrible about her coming out and being like, look, if you don't want to see me doing this anymore, I will 100% put it away. Like, we don't have to do this anymore. I felt horrible, having her respond to that. Because she still fucking has it. I understand. But I feel like with a proper build-up, having, a program planned after with the right person could definitely change and rectify that. But I will say this one felt kind of like if there really was a filler match in this pay-per-view, this one was it.
And, like, I don't think that's the thing. I don't think you're, like, discrediting. Like, they did have a really good match. It was just on a very good card. And I thought the chemistry was definitely there. And even Trish said during one of the podcasts leading up to this. She wished that there was more weeks to build the feud, to build the storyline, and like I think that this match would have been even better having that because they did have the chemistry clearly.
Yeah, they had the chemistry. I was going to say that as well. It just seemed like it was thrown together last minute.
Yeah, we knew that Tiffany was going to be winning.
That's what I was basically saying on Sunday with our watch along race. It was this one felt like a filler match to me. Yeah, so yeah, I agree.
But either or, this is something under Tiffany's belt. Quite literally, this is going to be building her some credibility, her moments, her resume, so to speak, and like where she stands as a superstar and like her, the prestige she brings to the company. So, all in all, solid match. Just with the build up, could have had more aura.
Agree.
This is the bread and fucking butter of everything that had happened that night. Obviously, the Battle Royal was huge. We'll get into that, but dude, this was the moment. Holy shit! So not only was this match a fucking banger, Jade looked great in this match, bro. Obviously,
I was just gonna say, Jade Cargill, my God, she knows how to work anything better than a regular match.
Yeah, it's like if there's a stipulation involved, she genuinely
puts
good.
Her
100%.
She strives.
Come on over this side, guys. It's warm. It's warm over here.
Yeah,
I'm starting to, but she's still not ready to be a world champion.
There was so much cheeks in that match that I was just so overwhelmed. My God, I just needed to add that to the prestige of the match and like
I wasn't watching
my table specifically. It was also, and I'm gonna say this too to not be funny, but this was also another historical Black history match. Like this was a phenomenal fucking match between three women that genuinely stole the fucking show because that whole fucking match told a story. Told a huge story, even all the way down to the win. When they raised fucking Jade's hand, you knew between Bianca and Jade, the way that she looked at Bianca and the way that Bianca looked after, I feel like there's going to be a turn coming soon, and this is going to lead to obviously what we've all been waiting for, Jade versus Bianca. I'm really excited to see how it pans out, dude. Like Naomi, dude, since she has been back, has just fucking elevated herself, dude. Like I genuinely, and then Monday Night Raw, dude, this version of Naomi is literally, I can believe, world championship material, and not like just the the scummy snaky wins. Like no, I see her being a dominant champion with this gimmick, dude.
I can see it.
Her mic work, dude, is so fucking good, bro. Like it's so good. Her promo on Raw generated heat and still got a fucking pop out of the building and chance, bro. Like, dude, Naomi is she's the future, bro.
Just thinking about that promo. Just thinking about that promo, Rage. I got goosebumps.
Yeah, dude, goosebumps, bro. Like Naomi,
I was talking back to the TV, like, get her, Naomi.
Dude,
let me just
in the era of Naomi. Yes,
there's one thing I do want to say about Naomi. Her going to TNA was probably the best decision she ever made in her career. She was lost in the shuffle. Sasha was lost in the shuffle. And they both went out and made themselves into bigger stars than they
fucking
were.
Remix. Yes. Preach that shit, Donnie.
But Naomi, I'm so proud of her.
Naomi,
they found her new nesting.
I think Naomi right now is probably, obviously, other than Rhea Ripley and Jordan Grace, like Naomi is like my favorite thing in like all of the women's division anywhere right now, other than Toni Storm. Like,
love it.
This is huge, man, and I can 100% say that like this gave her a second lease on her career, and I'm excited to see what's gonna happen. I hope she has a healthy reign. This was fun. This was super fun. Like we knew who was gonna win. We fucking knew, but this was super fucking fun to watch. I love the old school battle royals where we're getting everybody's entrance. We fill up the entire fucking ring and we just go, bro. This was a fun match. I thought a lot of people shined. I think I was a little disappointed. Yeah, that was fucking sick. I think
Lonnie Jordan doing the handstand.
I was a little disappointed with Natalia's fucking showing in the match because she's really built a huge, new persona, new name in GCW. I would have rather see her return with that.
Yeah, where is that Natty?
It
should be on TV.
I think it's gonna be on TV soon, but I would have rathered it come down to the wire here. Like, I felt like Evolution would have. Evolution is literally the perfect name for it. Like, it would have been perfect to have her come out with her new gimmick and everything and just have her clear house and honestly get a few big eliminations to build this new character, you know? Get all that fucking girly shit out of here and let's get the Bloodsport Natalie in here, bro. The Natty fucking Neidhart shit, you know?
Hell yeah.
I think that this match was solid. I loved even the comedical spots, you know, the cool spots with B-Fab. The comedic, is that B-Fab?
Nope, that's Claudia Jordan.
That's Claudia Jordan.
I should have put more pictures in there.
Anyways, I would like the comedic spots with Chelsea Green, Piper Niven. You know, like that shit was fucking hilarious. We had a lot of stacked women in this match, and it was really cool to see Julia in here. I thought the botch with Zelina Vega was fucking foul, calling her the women's world champion, and then having Julia just Julia. I don't know.
I do like that they had Zelina take out Julia to further.
That's what I was about to say. Yeah, she attacked Julia right away.
I don't know if you guys noticed, but when she came out for her entrance, dude, Zelina looked pissed, like she didn't even want to be there, bro. Like there's something going on that she's not happy with.
No, I think that is just like a chip on her shoulder with the feud with Julia.
Maybe, but dude, she looked genuinely pissed. What's going on, James?
Hey, what's up, James?
I will say this match was great. I thought the whole Maxine Dupree and fucking Natalia shit was funny with the worm. But I will say that this was a really cool way to end it with Stephanie Vacquier officially coming out as
perfect winner.
Fucking Stephanie McMahon, obviously, which I found hilarious. I don't know if you guys have seen it. There's a meme floating around that says when a white woman says thank you to a fucking Mexican restaurant waiter, and it's a white chick saying gracias, and it's Stephanie McMahon.
Yeah.
Well, she's very fully aware of the memes and actually nodded off to the memes during this, and it was fucking hilarious because she's aware of them. And it's funny because it's the same vein as Cody Rhodes finally bringing up the "What do you think of the Cody Raheem Rhodes fucking memes that you see everywhere to his own wife," which I thought was fucking hilarious. And he took a huge deep breath before asking that question. But it's fun that they genuinely poke fun with it and they play along with it, you know. And I thought that was funny. But when it comes to, you know, Stephanie winning, this is huge. This is massive, dude. Stephanie Vacquier, man, is a future massive star on the main roster, future women's world champion. I don't think it's gonna happen immediately. If it does, I'll be fucking shook.
I think they're gonna build her and Naomi.
I hope they do because, dude. I also want to give her a shout out for genuinely trying her hardest to speak in English because I could tell how hard that
it was. Pretty good, and I love that like she was so like genuine with the crowd. That was what I was gonna add. Like I really like that like she like has that confidence to like pretty much like say like I'm not like fully fluent with English, but like I'm gonna try, and then like you could tell Stephanie was so happy to like see that.
I love.
She literally went to.
She has gotten so much better with her English too.
I love how her and her man, fucking I think Miles Bourne's his name. I love how her and her man both are like some of like the best looking, attractive people in this business, but they both decided, hey, we have the toughest language barriers. We should get together. Like, her with her fucking thick ass accent and him with his thick ass fucking lisp. It's worse than Cody's. It's worse than Cody's.
But that's the thing, though, about Stephanie, though, too. Like, man, like, I love everything, like, about the presentation of her. And, like, her finally getting this opportunity, like, just shows that they're putting a lot of stock in her, which I do like. And, man, like, I just love I love that, like, WWE is allowing, like, these foreign, like, wrestlers to actually, like, speak their language. They don't have to like have like a muzzle over them because that's how it felt like under Vince McMahon. And I like that like we get to see EO be EO Sky. We get to see Stephanie be Stephanie, Julia be Julia. I love that.
She literally went to NXT to not only kind of define her wrestling portfolio, but also to learn English.
Exactly.
So she made an effort to not only speak her native language, but also to learn English in order to get onto the main roster. So she's putting an effort to do that.
Oh, Ben, I already know you want to talk about this one. I want to talk about this. We all want to talk about this one. Classic.
The main event. So, dude, Io and Rhea put on the match of a fucking century, dude. Like, obviously before the cash-in. This was a fucking banger, bro. Like, they are a fucking match made in heaven, literally. Whenever they're in the ring together, going with each other, against each other, they bring 150,000% to the table every fucking time, dude. I knew that obviously Io Sky was an established name in Japan. She's obviously huge in NXT. I love her booking now. I love her singles booking. Her booking has been incredible. And dude, Io is somebody that if we ended up she ended up going to Fanatics or something, she's somebody I would consider meeting too.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, me too.
She is phenomenal. I want to give a shout out to Rhea Ripley too. Rhea Ripley, damn, cheek the fuck out. You chose the right pictures, bro. I just want to say
all for you.
You went to Evolution Sunday, dude? Took your 6-year-old daughter, dude? Hell yeah, absolutely incredible, dude. I hope you enjoyed your time, dude.
Nice.
Rich off prize picks.
Yeah. I want to give a shout out to Rhea Ripley because obviously we knew she had great things in store for her when she came to the main roster, but can we just talk about the progress and the contrast? That shit needs to be studied. It is incredible to see what kind of high echelon she's on now, in this state of the game. She's fucking phenomenal. And to see her,
I do agree with this.
There's people saying that Rhea can't wrestle.
Hate force people saying she can't wrestle. Well, watch this match.
Yeah,
Agree.
dude, eat a dick, dude. Rhea's always been great in my opinion.
One of the best women wrestlers in the world right now. Probably easily in the top 3.
I'm just shocked.
Again,
top
bro.
5, if you want to leave some space.
Obviously, leading it to the very end of the match, we got the cash in. It became a triple threat match. Naomi fucking won the Women's World Heavyweight Championship on the catch in, which honestly, I'm glad they fucking did it here because there was no better place for her to do it, especially after teasing it so many times, trying to go for Tiffany. Dude, this was excellent. And then having her now officially a part of the Monday Night Raw roster. She's officially away from, SmackDown and Bianca and Jade and everything. It's really cool also to see Dan Eddy get some love as well. He finally not only got his
moment.
Got his thumbnail. He got his moment in front of thousands of people among the fucking big content creators in the wrestling universe on YouTube. So congrats to you, Dan Eddy, for calling.
I have that video on my other monitor right now.
Yep.
I'm just having it in a replay.
So my final thoughts. What a pay-per-view. What a night for the women. Everybody came to work. I was happy with every single outcome. What a fucking evolution. I look forward and I'm deeply eager for the next one.
I love the surprise factor of Naomi cashing in because I really thought it was SummerSlam. Jade was going to beat Tiffany. Then we were going to get the Naomi cash in. I just thought it was going to be typical WWE, but I'm glad they did this because now it really makes things exciting for the Raw Women's division. Because that's the thing about the Raw Women's division. It hasn't had a lot of momentum because of that Intercontinental title and what Lyra Valkyria, Bayley, and Becky Lynch have done. So I love that now, not only do we have a great mid-card division, but now we have a great world heavyweight division for the women.
And I want to add to it, too.
This is why Evolution needs to be every year.
Exactly. But before this Evolution PLE started, the best that they had going for them was the whole feud between Bayley and Becky and Lyra with the Intercontinental title. Because other than you see segments with Naomi and Bianca or Jade, it was just them 3. So the fact that she came out, I almost said last night, but Sunday, to cash in for that title instead of the one for Tiffany Stratton. She pointed out on Monday Night Raw too in the opening. She said, "Oh, you guys thought I was going to cash in on Tiffany." Wrong.
Too soon, James.
Oh, hell yeah! Appreciate the support, Drake.
Yeah,
thank you.
Thanks, Drake.
The whole women's division is shooken up, and it's a great thing because now the field is wide open. You got Stephanie Bakir in the mix. You have a new Intercontinental title with Naomi, and then not Naomi, Becky, and then the world champion with Naomi. Jade's building momentum. You have Bianca still being Bianca, and so you have all these women that are getting great storylines, a great push towards SummerSlam, the first ever 2-night event. So yeah, the women's division is booming right now.
Hell yeah! And overall, this weekend was a huge success. I still don't like that that WWE had Great American Bash going against AEW All In. But besides that, I do like that WWE Evolution 2 was on that Sunday, so it wasn't going head-to-head with AEW All In, because honestly, I felt like I got the two best shows I got to watch this weekend, so I was very happy about that.
Yeah, bitch.
And honestly, I really like the way that we did this review. I think we're gonna have to start doing it this way moving forward, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
Do one of us have one of us do a review on each PLE?
Yeah, I actually like the way we did this. All right, well, with that being said,
it flowed smooth as fuck, Donnie.
I told
honestly,
you.
Big pop for you because we're only an hour and 18 in, and I have a shit ton to do tonight. So, dude, you are a fucking goat for that.
hell yeah.
Let's go.
And I hope you guys liked it as well, to the Maniacs. But before we get
fun.
into our weekly news and rumors, we did get some SummerSlam matchups. And obviously, we are going to be doing a full predictions a couple weeks from now on the We Are Wrestling podcast, live, of course, which I won't be there with you guys, but I will be sending my predictions in. But let's talk about some of these matchups. And obviously, we still need time to build up these feuds for the next couple weeks. So I want to know how you feel about the build. We're going to go with good, bad, meh. Simple as that.
Okay.
All right, so starting things off. And guys in the live chat, if you guys want to be a part of this, go right ahead. Starting things off here, we have for the WWE Women's Championship, Tiffany Stratton defending the title against Jade Cargill.
Meh, right now, because we haven't really had any interaction with them yet, so I can't really speak on it.
Yeah, that's my only knock on it, but I'm excited for the match already.
Meh. I don't think Jade Cargill is ready yet for a world championship, but she is like in the right direction for going for a title.
I mean, she has been improving, and I think it's only a matter of time before you guys come on this side of the field, because she's been getting momentum since even before the Queen of the Ring.
All right, well, we'll see. Hopefully they do build up this feud a little bit, but moving on to our next match here, we have a tag match, Randy Orton and Randy Orton and Jelly Roll versus Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul.
It's okay. It's okay so far. I think we still need a little bit of time to simmer, but there's still a few more weeks out. So if we can keep the pace going the way we have it, then I think we'll be okay. So I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a fun match. And I think that everybody involved is excited from what I heard. So
yeah, I think this is the match for me so far, but I'm excited to see Jelly Roll in the ring. A lot of people think it's a surprise and random, which I agree. But for them giving some celebrities a chance, I mean, go from Bad Bunny to Jelly Roll to everyone in between. So
it's been
I'm excited
for everybody involved so far. So I want to see what else everybody else can do.
Storyline has to be there for me to get excited. And I will say so far, it's been pretty solid. It hasn't been horrible, but it also hasn't been great.
They
So
were just
honestly,
on the Jimmy Fallon show the other night too.
So honestly, I can't believe I'm saying this. I'm looking forward to seeing Jelly Roll wrestle at SummerSlam, which a lot of the times for celebrities, I have to be invested in the storylines. But earlier today on the Pat McAfee show, which this was some really cool insight and maybe why I'm a little more excited about this, Jelly Roll says he's been showing up every day to train at the WWE Performance Center for the past 3 to 4 weeks in preparation for his debut at SummerSlam. And he's been trained by Kevin Owens, Jacob Fatu, Michelle McCool, and The Undertaker.
I know I saw that shit. Get
Michelle
McCool out of there. My God, bro. Why the fuck is he such a simp now that he's not fucking oh my God. I can talk.
He must be good if he's getting a match before Travis. They did say Travis Scott is not learning the wrestling as fast as they wanted him to.
Yeah, because he's fucking
good.
He's
keep him out.
All right,
I
you guys
agree.
keep talking. I'll be right back. I just gotta grab something.
All right, you do that. All right. Well, with the Jelly Roll, we have that happening at SummerSlam, which honestly for SummerSlam as well, I want to add one more thing. I also generally like celebrity matches only at SummerSlam for PLE
matches?
because like for SummerSlam, that's the only time I'm really okay with the celebrity matches happening because SummerSlam is supposed to be a fun event. Yeah. Like, I feel like WrestleMania, that's where you need to showcase the best of the best. Royal Rumble, obviously, 30 men enter. You throw people over the top rope. Love that shit. Survivor Series is about surviving. We don't need celebrities in there. That's why I'm saying, like, if there's a PLE that I'm okay with, Jelly Roll, doing a couple rolls in the ring, it's at SummerSlam.
Yeah, I wanted to point out Angela real quick. They have time. They have.
Wait, what did Angelo say? Which comment?
He said, "I don't know. This SummerSlam doesn't look like a history first ever 2-night SummerSlam." Well, either way, whether you don't like it or like it, give it time. It's already gonna be history because it's the first ever 2-night SummerSlam, and they still have time to build things up. Plus, the card is not even full yet, so there's plenty of matches to be added.
There is less than 20 days. You are right on that. I don't like the little last minute stuff, but I get what you're saying.
Hey,
he has lost some substantial amount of weight. Yes, he has. And
he has. You can see it in his face.
Yeah, he's looking good, honestly. And he is a very good guy, too. Like, I don't want that to be taken away when I give you guys my thoughts on, like, wrestling-wise, him being a part of it. But honestly, I thought I would hate it. But honestly, I don't mind it at all. Moving on.
I get what you're coming at with the celebrities only being on SummerSlam, because it's like the summer version of WrestleMania, but it's supposed to be like a party-ish version of it. It's like a spring break, sort of. The end of summer.
Eric Ellington, honestly, don't think SummerSlam needs to be 2 nights. We got a pile of unneeded matches. Yeah, you can say that, but obviously WWE, they're doing it to make more money. And hey, we're going to be doing 2 live watch-alongs as well. That's a good little plug for WWE SummerSlam. And please, guys, do not reach that $100 goal of me getting thrown off the roof. I hate heights.
Do it.
And yeah, we don't need me to get thrown off the roof in front of all my friends during SummerSlam watch-along. We don't need that to happen.
You audio listeners, join the watch-alongs on YouTube.
We don't need super chats.
Send a super chat. We appreciate the money. We're not asking.
Give me a break.
Money. We're asking for Donnie to jump in the pool. We'll get thrown into the pool, actually. And it'll be great. So help us out.
I don't want that to happen. We don't need that to happen.
Hey, I'm the heel, I guess.
You are the heel. And Eric, it is not going to happen. All right. We still have $85 more and we're halfway through the month. I'm confident you guys are not going to reach that damn goal. All right. Well, with that being said, let's get back to more SummerSlam matches, because I know that weekend during the live watch along, I will not be getting thrown off a roof. All right, Here we go to our next match that was announced. Lyra Valkyria versus Becky Lynch.
Banger.
Steak sauce.
Excited. Happy that she beat Bayley, and I do hope that this does lead to her getting her title back, because I feel like if that does happen, honestly, I am all for like Becky Lynch winning the title, because it's making Lyra Valkyria even bigger.
Yeah.
Yep.
Moving on to our next women's match that was announced on Monday Night Raw by Adam Pearce. Triple threat match for the women's world title. Naomi versus Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky.
It's going to be such a fucking banger, dude. I'm so excited. I think that might be my most anticipated match so far, other than Cody and John.
Dude, get out of my mind, bro. I was literally about to say the same thing.
Honestly,
think that's awesome
excited. So excited about it. And I feel like this feud the next couple weeks is going to feed families.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Pretty much.
And moving on to the last match that was just announced over the weekend, because CM Punk won the gauntlet match to earn himself the World Heavyweight Championship opportunity against the Ring General Gunther.
Is it weird as fuck that I'm like high-key kind of excited for this match and this like potential storyline and feud, because it's not going to be a one-off.
I don't think it's.
I think it's going to be.
This feud's going to cook.
I don't think it's crazy.
You think Seth's not actually hurt?
I think he's hurt, but it's like not to the extent that they're playing off. Like I think it's going to be.
So like not at SummerSlam, but like 4 or 5 months down the line, something like that.
Actually, no, SummerSlam's a little too early. I don't know.
Yeah, I can see him. I can see him doing that, whether at SummerSlam or maybe a few months down the road at like Survivor Series or something.
Ooh, Angelo saying Punk is winning that title. Well, we're going to have to wait and see. I can't wait to see what the storyline's going to cook out. And it's only a matter of time. So, guys, this is a nice little plug. WWE SummerSlam predictions will be happening in a couple weeks during SummerSlam week, live on the We Are Wrestling podcast. All right. Well, with that being said, now let's get into the We Are Wrestling podcast, weekly news and rumors. Starting things off, WWE has announced that NXT Heatwave will be taking place on August 24th in Lowell, Mass. this event will be on the same day as AEW Forbidden Door. What's your guys' thoughts on this?
Well, my first thought is I think it's pronounced lol. Lol mess. I am stoked about it being in a random city in Massachusetts, so I think it's really cool. It's like the off-brand Boston. That's where I went when I went to the Dead City set.
Oh, over there?
Lowell. Yeah.
Whoa. Okay.
It's gonna be fucking sweet. I'm stoked.
Yeah, I'm excited for you guys. That's cool.
What do you mean excited for you guys?
I won't be able to go. It's in Massachusetts.
I don't want to go.
I thought
I'm not trying to go. I'm not trying to go to NXT Heat Wave.
I thought you were already going.
Wow.
Didn't you already get tickets?
I want to watch AEW Forbidden Door.
Yeah.
Oh.
WWE's being petty as fuck.
Fuck.
Well, have fun.
I'm not going to the event.
No. No. I'm gonna watch AEW. I'm gonna watch Forbidden Door for like the 5th time.
All right. Well, here's the thing too. I might as well talk about it here to all the We Are Wrestling Maniacs live on a good Wednesday evening.
Wednesday.
Good
Rage and I were talking behind the scenes about NXT Heatwave because it is going to be about less than an hour from us. And normally when wrestling shows are around our area, we like to go. In this case, I really don't want to go, but Rage does because he's never been to NXT. I've never been to NXT, but it's up to the Maniacs here. It's going to be up to you guys because we're actually going to run a poll for the rest of July that we're going to be advertising throughout like the rest of the month since we're halfway there. And we're going to let you, We Are Wrestling Maniacs, decide what we do, whether that's Ben and I going to NXT Heatwave, giving you guys a vlog, or if you guys want me to do a live watch along for AEW Forbidden Door.
Yeah, dude.
We're going to let you guys decide here. I hope you guys pick the Forbidden Door for my sake because everything that is me going there is stabbing AEW in the back, I feel like.
Just go to NXT, but like wear an AEW
Switchblade.
t-shirt.
I'll do the stabbing for you.
So you get to decide. You get to make Rage happy or you get to make me happy. You have to pick one. You can't pick both.
I haven't been a champion yet, so you know where you should lean.
All right. Well,
we just gotta give you that push, Rage.
I don't want to go to Heat Wave,
Shit
but
creative.
we'll see what happens.
Spot fest.
We're letting you guys decide.
Let's go to a different company.
All right. Well,
Ship.
moving on now to some unfortunate news.
Going to Perched. What?
We got an injury update on Adam Cole. According to Fightful, Adam Cole suffered another concussion. What's your thoughts on this?
Wonder how the fuck that happened.
Yeah, they showed it.
They
showed it during the All In.
Oh, is that when Kyle Fletcher gave him the fucking bomb right onto the apron and he smacked the
Yeah.
shit dumb fucking hard? Yeah, Kyle Fletcher's the reason.
They had like a freeze frame of it.
Yeah,
talking
they
about
fucking he smacked his shit full force right off the apron, right in the back of the head, where a lot of people can get physically disabled. Look at fucking,
it's similar
that boxer.
to what happened with Finn Balor and what was it, Seth?
Yeah,
Threw
kind of,
him
but this
into
is
the
more of a
barrier?
severe case. But this is
Yeah.
more of a severe case. Like this was directly on a dangerous part of the head and right, like fucking direct contact. I blame Kyle Fletcher. I'm not gonna lie, I blame him entirely. If you even get slightly a little bit as so much of an inch off, that could ruin someone's career, and he did. So I kind of blame him there a little bit. I do.
Dude, I really don't understand why everybody tries to do that freaking power bomb on like that spot of the ring. The only one that actually makes it look really good is Kevin Owens.
And you're fucking stupid for that, Danny. You should be watching Evolution too. The shit was incredible.
Well, Danny Hawkins doesn't appreciate women's wrestling.
No, no, he doesn't. But it was,
Yeah, Kevin Owens is the only one that could pull it off. But accidents do happen.
They happen, but like, dude, if you knew this dude has a history with concussions, why are you trying a fucking move when you're? I 100% can say this with confidence. He is not seasoned enough to be doing something like that, and he fucking did it. And now one of the biggest loved stars across the globe could potentially have a career ending injury because someone was too fucking stupid and decided to do a move inexperienced as fuck to someone who is prone to concussions.
That's why, like, for me, like, I always believe that, like, some of these younger wrestlers need to take the advice from the legends that have been there and done it, where they need to work a little bit of a slower style. Like, Kyle Fletcher has muscle to him. He has a look. He doesn't need to do a freaking power bomb there. He doesn't need to come up with 1,000, 2,000 different moves.
No.
He has a look. Use that to generate heat. Like, you could work a simpler style. You have the muscle. Like, I don't understand.
I wonder how many people backstage and close to Adam Cole are genuinely fucking pissed off at him because, like, dude. We do have an update real quick from Daddy Huckins. Adam Cole wasn't injured on the apron spot. It happened during a clothesline during the collision before All In. Cole called TK Saturday morning saying he wasn't feeling well. Yeah, but that's the thing about concussions. That's what added to it, bro.
I was gonna say that's probably what broke the camel's back because concussions, like, it has to be multiple, like, not always, but sometimes it does have to be multiple hits to the head. And that friggin' spot right there definitely didn't help.
Same thing with football.
It was a couple weeks ago, too.
Oh, yeah. It's rough, man. It's rough. And I can only wish for the best for Adam Cole, but, you know, at the same time, you got to know when enough's enough, and your body can't do it. I mean, you know, I'm gonna fucking address the Voldemort in the room, but look what fucking happened to Chris Benoit when it's unmonitored and you just keep fucking going.
Well, at least nowadays, like, doctors are more like well aware of all that stuff, which is good.
But that's what fucking happens when you don't know when to stop. And I think he's at a point where he's choosing his health over anything.
Well, I do think the last person to deal with multiple concussions in a row was Christian, and he had to retire for a little while, and then he ended up coming back. It took him, almost 10 years. You're right.
Yeah.
But we do wish the best for Adam Cole, of course. Very genuine guy. I've gotten the opportunity to meet him before, and he's just another human being, and he's somebody who's just trying to live out his dream. And it's so unfortunate because it's like every time this guy picks up so much momentum, something bad always happens. And man, he's such a good guy. Like, I wish, like,
I wish him the best.
I wish I could have these concussions. Like, I would take that away from him.
Shut the fuck up. No, because you become a fucking vegetable, Donnie. I don't think anybody needs that.
Yeah, but I just feel, I don't know. I'm just saying Adam Cole's a good guy. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah, I got it.
Maybe not the best example, but moving on to our last We Are Wrestling weekly news and rumors. Goldberg isn't happy about his farewell promo being cut off.
God.
During an interview with Ariel Helwani, Goldberg said this: "I'm not saying it was done on purpose by any stretch of the imagination. I'm saying it wasn't prepared for on purpose. They wouldn't do this to Taker, right? I don't think. They're not going to do that to Cena. Cena's going around the world doing his retirement thing. Mine was just a World Heavyweight Championship match. I had World Heavyweight Championship matches all the time. That doesn't do anything for me. I mean, it does, but make it different than just an angle at least. At the end, do something, say something, I don't know. I just feel a little for me. That's all." What's your thoughts on the speech being cut off and Goldberg not being happy with his last match?
I feel like that dude's never happy, but at the same time, I also feel kind of bad that his shit was cut off, especially for his retirement match. Like, no, dude, just let him say what he's got to fucking say. Like, at least give him that, because regardless of what people may think of Goldberg, he has had a lot of moments. He has a fucking resume, and he is a Hall of Famer. You know, I will say it. So, you know, I feel like he has the right to be upset there for that. But, you know, other than, you know, being like, oh, I'm not happy. Like, dude, you gotta fucking pick your battles.
It was a good match, I thought.
Tis what it is, yeah.
For a retirement match, it wasn't bad.
It was one of the best Goldberg matches in years. I will say that.
For what it was, yeah, it was a good match.
Well, I do have a couple updates from Goldberg's biggest fan here, Bret the Hitman Hart. And I do want to read these because I think that it's hilarious. But Bret Hart, according to TMZ, he claims that he would have pulled the plug on Goldberg's speech quicker than NBC did. He said, and I would have cut it sooner than the network did. I would have cut it as soon as his music started for his entrance. And he also did say something about Charles Robinson breaking his rib. And he said, everyone in the arena is unsafe when he's around. That goes for wrestlers, referees, fans. I mean, the popcorn guy needs to keep his eyes peeled.
Shut the fuck up, bro.
The best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. Hating Goldberg. But yeah, I don't know. Like Goldberg, I thought it was a great match with Gunter. Like, I will say, if I was in his boots, I would have been so mad at my speech getting cut off, though, because I was even mad. Like when I did the reaction, I didn't even know they cut the speech off.
Bro, if they
and then I had to go on YouTube.
They
and
cut my
it.
speech while I'm giving the speech. I'm just yelling "fuck" really loud, dropping the mic and walking off. I don't care.
I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny towards the end. He did say "mic drop" and then literally dropped the mic. That's such a dad move, but in front of his son too.
Yeah, fuck.
Mic drop.
Mic drop. Well, hopefully Goldberg could take some time in his retirement home and appreciate what he's had in his career. I will say that final speech he did have, though, rewatching the full thing, was very inspirational, though. I will give Goldberg that.
Mm-hmm. All right, man.
All right, it's time to move on to the We Are Wrestling podcast Getting Put Over segment. Wrestler, and we put them over. And last week, we put over Tori Wilson, which was my pick. And this week, who are we putting over?
We are putting over Alita.
Oh, yeah, we are putting over Alita. That is right.
Yeah.
And I'm excited about this. Once again, we have to acknowledge the statue. Dan Eddy, you are making history here on the We Are Wrestling pod.
I guarantee he's got a big old wang behind that sign.
I thought I was that shiny at this. Huh. Cool.
We didn't even get the fucking shine. What's happening? We are.
He's like, yeah, we didn't even get the fucking shine. Dan's over here getting.
Wow.
Is it because he's chiseled like a Greek god?
I don't know. Do you guys know where the weight room is?
I don't fucking know.
I don't know. I'm tired.
Look at those biceps.
Damn. All my back hurts.
Yeah, he's a narcissist like Slugger. All right, well, we're going to be putting over Alita, and normally the way we like to do this, in case this is your first time, a part of the live chat, the way we like to do this, we ask you guys a couple simple questions here in the Getting Put Over. We ask you guys favorite title run, favorite match, favorite segment, favorite year, favorite rivalry, and a what-if scenario. And we're going to start off with her accolades here, because Alita did not have that many, but I did do some research, and you guys might be surprised on some of the stuff I found out. So here we go. Alita is a 4-time WWE Women's World Champion. She was also a New York's bestseller in her book that she wrote back in 2003. Also, the Rolling Stones, she made the Hot List back in 2001. And then also from the Pro Wrestling Illustrated, she was the Woman of the Year back in 2001. And she also did win Feud of the Year back in 2005 when Edge was going against her ex, Matt Hardy. Great feud, by the way. Then she also was the Diva of the Year in 2006 from the Pro Wrestling Report. And she also was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame class of 2014. And she's also a one-time WWE Women's Tag Champ with Becky Hogan.
Rebecca Quinn.
Back then,
Rebecca Quinn. What I would say. All right. Favorite title run of Lita's?
The first title run she ever had back in the day, man. This was so important because Lita, I would arguably go out to say that when it came to the style of today's women's wrestling, she was the pioneer. 100%. I would say she was the pioneer that showed that women could really risk it all and do just as much as the crazy shit that the men did. And she, again, I think that she really led that revolution there. And there were seeds planted years prior.
Oh, her with the moonsaults and everything during that time.
She was a fighting champion, and she was a part of one of the best stables on the planet. She had a crazy storyline going into this match, dude. It was fucking wild, and this felt special.
Hell yeah. What about you, Dan? Yeah. What do you got?
I chose her first ever title, the WWF World Women's Championship, because the method she won it with, it was more stacked than I could remember. The Hardy Boys coming in, Triple H, Kurt Angle, Stephanie McMahon, and then just to top it all off, The Rock was a special guest referee.
What the fuck, bro?
They did random shit during this time, which is why the Attitude Era is one of the best eras in all of wrestling.
And I found out a fun fact about that match too was so the Hardys and Lita were sort of like not considered the big timers, like it was Stone Cold's, the Rocks, Triple H's, and all that. So in an interview, she was talking about how, looking back at that match, she was told that well, first of all, she didn't know she was going to win the match until like very soon before it started. And so when she got the title, she was told her and the Hardys were told to leave the ring right away because she didn't want to get in the way of the big time stars. And that's why she doesn't celebrate in the ring with the Hardy Boys holding up the championship title. They walk backwards up the steps. And as you see the picture here for audio listeners, she was on the shoulders of Matt and Jeff Hardy, and that's how she won the title. To add to it, though, the way her title run ended was horrible with that Four Corners match, I think in the December of that year, with Ivory, Jacqueline, and Trish Stratus.
I loved Rights to Censor Ivory, so I wasn't.
You did?
Dude, I am one of the rare few that loved the Rights to Censor faction. Like, I thought they were such great heels. That was easy heat.
Oh, I cringed just from the theme entrance, bro. It's like my alarm clock was going off. I was like, what the fuck?
All right, well, while your alarm clock goes off, my favorite title run has got to be her last title run as the WWE Women's Champion when Edge was WWE Champion. Like, I don't know, I enjoyed heel Lita during this time because there was literally not one person that liked her during this time because of the whole Matt Hardy angle. Nope. And I thought that she was a good champion during this time. It felt like nobody was really like on her level around this time. And to me, I just liked her last run. I thought it was good.
Yeah, the thing is though, I don't fucking blame anybody for hating her ass, bro, or Edge's ass either, because
yeah, of course.
Not only is cheating fucking just unforgivable, but coworkers on top of that, dude, in a professional business where millions are tuning into your shit every week and they're shitting on your real life fucking manhood, bro. Nah, dude. Yeah. Nah, you deserve that shit. Anyway.
Hey, we're putting her over. We're not putting her under.
I just wanted to fucking put it out there as a disclaimer that obviously I don't condone.
No, I know.
I know. But anyways.
All right, let's get into our favorite match.
Every single match that she had with Trish Stratus, period. Not just one, all of them, because they were actually a pair that just had undeniable chemistry. They rocked the house every single time they had a match, and it was a must-watch every single time. So I have to go with every single Trish Stratus match that she had with her.
I like that.
It was strong chemistry, Dan? Man, and that gives a story.
I have to agree. And I put specifically Lita versus Trish Stratus on December 6th of 2004. It was just a Monday Night Raw match. It was the main event, and it wasn't a pay-per-view match. It wasn't a PLE. It was just the main event of the Monday Night Raw one night, and it's one of their most iconic matches. Possibly one of the most iconic women's matches put together.
Yeah, the first ever women's Raw main event match, which around this time was very, very rare. This is like a 0.00001% chance of happening.
The stuff that led up to that match, though, was pretty wild because they had a lot of backstage fights and promos. Lita had the pregnancy, the miscarriage, and they also kissed, but before the match, I think.
Yeah, they did a great job here, and I don't know why, the women's division, after this, started to go downhill, and they just did more bikini contests.
When the match was coming up, Lita was just so eager to get back into that ring to get after Trish, just for all the shit that she's done. And so the feud was just red hot, and the vibes and the chemistry was just over the top.
Hell yeah. You also had another honorable mention for the match?
Yeah, just for our viewers out here. Alternative favorite was the WWF ECW and WCW Invasion Bra and Panties match. It was her and Trish Stratus. and then versus Stacy Keibler and Tori Wilson. So shout out to your crush, Donnie. It was the first ever Bra and Panties tag team match. And then Mick Foley was actually the special guest referee. So that's pretty cool.
And the reason why I went with this picture to the viewers that are watching is because we don't want to get demonetized for them being in their bra and panties.
Hey.
But Dan Eddy, I got to ask you a question real quick.
What's up?
What got you harder, the bra and panties match or you being in that compilation?
It's probably neck and neck.
Yeah, it's quite honest.
Either way, he's beating his.
I mean, the bra and panties matches were always fun. Like I was just a little kid enjoying the entertainment. I mean, I had my action figures that I played with too, and when they had the bra and panties matches on TV.
I'm saying this right now. This is what Eddie's fucking chicken looked like after he got done fucking choking it.
Oh, we was on TV? Bet.
Yeah.
Mom, cleaning my room. God. They don't bother me when I'm cleaning my room.
So I wanted to go with Trish and Lita's Raw main event match, but you both picked that. So I had to go with another Trish versus Lita classic, and that is Unforgiven 2006.
Oh,
Trish's
God, banger.
Toronto retirement match.
This is back when Trish still hit leg day.
Yeah, so this was a great match. I really enjoyed it.
You
And the
both
storyline
had
was definitely there. And then Trish winning, I didn't think that she was actually going to win during her retirement match. Like, I thought Lita was going to retain. So I thought that was a cool little twist.
Well,
moving on.
As women, doesn't happen with the men.
Moving on to our favorite segment.
Live sex. 100% live sex, because I felt like not only was this dope, because I'm like, oh,
So
shit,
good.
we're about to watch some risky shit. I thought this was awesome because not only did it humiliate Matt Hardy more, but John Cena came out and whooped they ass, bro.
He gave Edge the attitude adjustment on the bed.
That shit. It was called the FU at the time. Get it right,
Yeah,
fucko?
the FU, not the apple
the
juice
FU.
adjustment. Fuck me, right?
Yeah, dude. It was just one of those things that was like a special that didn't even air on Monday Night Raw, and it was like super fucking late. I think it wasn't even Monday.
Yeah,
Night
no,
Raw.
it was the. I think it was like the last. It was definitely the last segment.
Yeah, it was
during the
like
show.
the last segment that was like, or it was off air, and like
It was
like
off
the
air.
West
Yeah,
Coast.
because they
was
extended the
off
show like 15 minutes. I remember
It was off air, and it was on WWE.com and shit. And John Cena came out and just whooped their ass, bro. And I was hyped, dude. I popped, and it was just a good core memory of.
Dude,
what
I
the
love
Ruthless
the Edge
Aggression
and
era
Cena
was.
feud. Legendary.
Yeah.
What do you got,
Yeah.
Dan?
I chose them from going to the bed to going to the altar. And I did the Lita and Edge wedding. Because
From the bed to the altar.
The bed to the altar. That was a good segue.
that's-
Dan, you're
that's-
learning this shit. I'm so
Yeah.
proud of
Yes.
you. You're
He's learning.
killing it here.
It's like I think for me, which is
I
nice.
had my doubts at first, but you're making me proud.
Oh, well, thank you, buddy. First of all, damn. And second of all, the whole segment was hilarious because it's like she was trying to stay away from Kane because Kane wasn't getting over her. And then she was also the heel and dating Edge after Matt Hardy. Edge pulled a prank on the audience thinking Matt Hardy was going to come out playing his music, which I forgot Matt Hardy's music was different. You know,
Yeah, he would slap a tornado and he would dry out the sea.
I totally forgot about that. It just skipped my
He's
mind.
the only
but,
motherfucker that would slap a tornado. How do you forget that?
I don't know.
Yeah, how can you forget that, Dan? What the hell, man?
So you're just giving me condolences, or not condolences. Congrats. But anyways.
Oh, I'm just stirring the pot.
Wait till
I
he
can see
lives
that.
for the moment. Sorry.
The whole rated R relationship was just hilarious to watch day in and day out, from the live sex to
From
the
dusk
wedding.
till dawn. How it
So
played
that's
out.
still done. And then Kane
Their
comes out
marital
from
issues.
underneath the mat, like how Bray Wyatt
Yeah, that was
did recently. Not recently, but used to do. And
Recently, that
so
was 20 fucking years ago.
I'm just thinking about her in the dress. All right, leave me alone.
I bet.
And he comes out, scares them both away,
You're-
gives the what's his name, the priest, the giant choke slam. Oh, and then if you guys haven't noticed yet, I'm a pyro head, and when Kane does the boom, I was like, yeah. I was like, do it again. I was telling him to do it again, but then I realized, oh wait, I can just rewind it. So I rewinded it like twice and then watched him do it. Because Kane was also one of my favorite wrestlers growing up. Yeah, he was.
We're putting over Lita.
Badass.
Yeah, we're putting over Lita, not her abusive boyfriend, Kane.
All right. Anyways, that was a crazy segment, and I did add in my notes like there were just so many moments to choose from. Like it was hard. Either one that I choose, it was gonna be great.
All right. Well, my favorite segment obviously was the sex, but Ben already picked that one, so I had to go with the second choice here. Which honestly, watching this back, it's probably my favorite Lita segment, and I gotta show love to him. Gene Snitsky kicking the baby in the crowd, breaking Lita's heart. It is not my fault. Loved it. Love this feud with Snitsky and Kane.
Hilarious.
So good. Snitsky needs more love. But moving on to our favorite year of Lita's.
2014, obviously, you know, I love Hall of Fame inductions, especially people that genuinely deserve it, and I'll help revolutionize this business, especially for the women. Yeah, dude, 2014, hands down. Like, there's a lot of memorable years. I love career moments, but nothing ever tops the recognition for everything that you sacrificed and did for the company. So, 100% 2014.
What about you, Dan?
Hands down, 2014, with she got up to the Hall of Fame. Like Ray said, she revolutionized the women's division forever in wrestling. You see women's wrestling doing somersaults, DDTs, flying around the ring. She had iconic moments, just creative and excited title runs to begin with. And she wasn't your typical diva. It was exciting to see her on TV because it wasn't the Playboy bunny diva trying to wrestle. Like, she actually had a great wrestling portfolio. She did the Tornado DDT. She did the Lita Karana. You know, she did the moonsault and the Twist of Fate. Yep. And yeah, it was just exciting to see her on TV because it was something different.
All right. And for me, I didn't want to go 2014, which, like, congratulations to her with the Hall of Fame. I kind of wanted to go more like interactive career in the ring, which I do want to ask you guys after I do give my answer, like your favorite year of her, like in ring, like active.
Yeah.
Mine, I had to go with 2001. Like, I love Team Extreme. Like, I thought that she was just perfect with Matt and Jeff during this time. So I had to go 01.
Nice.
But what do you guys have like for like active like years in the
2005 into 2006? Because obviously arguably her best rivalry, Matt Hardy.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Same with you, Dan?
That was actually the first time that a real life issue made for an amazing storyline. They kept the professionalism and it made a lot of money. So I have to go with those years.
Hell yeah. All right. Moving on now to our favorite rivalry.
Oh yeah, mine was year 2000. Just so you know,
2000.
Yeah, mine was year 2000.
Didn't even wait for Dan's.
I thought you were going to agree with Reach because you guys have been copying each other's homework this week.
No, he copied me.
To be fair, I did, but it was kind of on point though. So
yeah.
All right, favorite rivalry.
Obviously, I have to root right back to Trish Stratus because again, you know, there's a once in a lifetime chemistry with a certain person. Just like, you know, again, this is like Undertaker to fucking Mankind. This is Batista to JBL. This is John Cena to fucking CM Punk, or John Cena to Edge, Triple H and Batista. Like, there's certain people that come once in a lifetime that really do have great chemistry, and I couldn't argue with Trish.
Hell yeah. What do you got, Dan?
Hands down, easily Trish Stratus. They had so many iconic moments. They feuded, they paired up, they had great matches like the one I was mentioning before. There were actually a few title changes in between the two, including, I think it was your favorite match, Donnie, Unforgiven, 2006.
Yep, 2006 when Trish retired.
Yep, and
but then came back.
It was just, like Ray said, their chemistry in the ring, their chemistry outside the ring. They even came back, was it 2018, 2019?
Yep.
And teamed up to get with Becky Lynch tag team titles, and Lita even filled in for Trish when she left. So, yeah.
And my favorite rivalry, I went with Lita and Trish. Like, there's nobody that will ever, like, this is a different tier than anybody else that she feuded with throughout her successful career. Her and Trish, literally Batman, Robin, they're literally best friends in real life. They had such great chemistry. They both had a vision for what the women's wrestling should be. And now, like, we get to finally see that, which I'm glad, like, I'm a huge advocate for women's wrestling. Trish and Lita, absolutely, they killed it. This was generational feud. Like, I compare Trish and Lita to Stone Cold versus Vince McMahon type of rivalry.
Yeah.
Like, for the women, like, this, nobody had a better rivalry ever in women's wrestling than Lita versus Trish, hands down.
I would argue that it's more the Batman versus the Joker.
No arguing.
Yeah, no arguing. We're putting her over.
I would consider it was more the Batman
Biggest
and the
what
Joker.
if.
All right, our biggest what if. What do we got?
When it comes to the what if, this is simple because she's the one that planted the seeds in the first place. Like, what if she debuted and her era was current time? Like, what would that have looked like? Like, what if she debuted in the now? You know, like how she would have fit in. Like, I think about that all the time. Like, I think about, like, I don't know, what's
your fantasy match?
Motherfucker, hold on. I think about, like, literally when I think about fucking Lita being in, like, the now, I think about also, like, you know, what would Toni Storm be like against you know, the prime of Fabulous Moolah. You know, like, I think about things like that. A lot of people don't, but I do. I would 100% say that. Wait, what was your question?
Like,
sorry.
You're okay. Who's your Lita dream opponent?
Dream opponent for Lita now would obviously be Rhea. Rhea would obviously be that, yeah. Touch yourself. Yeah, dude. Yep, I would have. Dude, this is a great edit.
Do you want to give a presentation to the audience on what the picture is that are listening to this?
Okay, so we are looking at me as the special guest referee between Rhea Ripley and Lita, with Maury from Big Mouth telling me to touch myself. Yeah, and I absolutely would.
I knew you were gonna love this edit.
That's a phenomenal edit. I love how you knew. I love how you just knew.
Maury, I think, just makes it perfect.
Oh, that's basically my spirit animal. So, like, you're not far off. That's perfect.
Lita versus Rhea. I was waiting for you to say that. That's the part.
Lita Ripley.
What a fucking like miss landing had I chose somebody else, but you know me. But you know.
Well, you did say in the chat that your what if was her and Rhea going at it.
Yeah.
All right, what about you, Dan? What do you got?
My biggest what if was what if injuries haven't hampered Lita's career, because she had only been a full-time wrestler for WWE for 6 years. I mean, granted, she did a lot in those 6 years, but surprise stat that I found out, she's only wrestled in one WrestleMania. Like, at all.
What?
She's only won one WrestleMania match, and that was against Jazz at WrestleMania X8. Yeah, and she lost. It was a women's championship title match, but she lost.
That's a crime.
Yeah.
What?
So that's why, like, including to add on to Rage's, what if the injuries hadn't hampered her career, she could still possibly be wrestling to this day, just like Trish Stratus is. She's
Feuding
coming
with
back.
Donnie.
Yeah, she put on a great match at Evolution just this past Sunday. What if Lita was healthy? You know, she could probably still be in the Hall of Fame just a little later.
And her career probably wouldn't have had to end early, too.
No, like, she can have more iconic matches with not just Trish, but maybe Rhea or Becky Lynch. Well, she had one.
Yeah, because the neck is a very serious area for injuries, and that's what Lita dealt with.
So,
what's your biggest what if?
All right, my biggest what if, I have to go with, what if the roles were reversed here? What if Matt Hardy was the one who hooked up with Lita while she was dating Edge? And it wasn't Edge who got this massive push during this time. It was Matt Hardy. Because remind you, Edge, like, he was always a solid mid-card guy. He was a tag team specialist with Christian, but he could never get to that world championship. And it felt like he got there when things started to roll with Lita. And it took the rated R superstar character to bigger heights.
I feel like it wouldn't have worked out as well because simply, and this is going to suck to say, but it's true, Matt Hardy just simply doesn't have the look of a world champion. He doesn't. He doesn't, and that's what it came down to, and he's even said it, you know, like, it just, he doesn't have it, and I'm glad he acknowledges that because, unfortunately, as much at the end of the day, it's true, you know, it wouldn't have worked out that way.
Absolutely.
He's just kind of, if he's not with his brother, he's just kind of,
yeah, he's just kind of there for the ride, which is unfortunate because Matt is genuinely a great wrestler, and I think
very creative mind too in the business, and can get himself over. But guys, this week we put over Lita in our getting put over. I thought that this was a great pick by Dan Eddy here. But next week it is Rage's turn to pick a women wrestler that we're going to be putting over. So who do you got, Ben?
It has to be a woman wrestler.
Yes, all summer long. Women wrestling.
Summer long. Okay.
Then we'll get back into sync during the fall.
Bet. Okay. So next week, we are going to put over. Like 2 seconds because we're hella stacked now. So, I'm gonna say let's put over. Fuck.
While you think about that, let me just read this comment by Eric
read that
Ellington.
comment.
They weren't getting much respect at the time. Still, most likely sideshow stuff. What if she
Yeah, that's what I'm
debuted in
saying.
2024?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
That is a great what if.
Let me keep talking real quick because I need to look at some of like the female roster.
All right, you do that. You can pick legends too. Legends are available.
Last week while you guys were talking.
Oh, I love it. And while Ben looks that up, I do want to give you guys a disclaimer too for our SummerSlam predictions episode of the Getting Put Over. It'll be my turn, and I won't be a part of the live episode, so we will be taking a week off after Ben's pick next week for the Getting Put Over, and we'll get back into things post SummerSlam.
Okay, so I know who we're putting over.
Who do you got?
So next week on the Getting Put Over, we are putting over Nia Jax.
I like it.
Nia Jax.
I like it, Nia Jax.
Because God, I would love to put her over my face. Anyway,
Rage, I was gonna say Rage's other babe.
Yeah.
Maho!
Oh, that's why I'm trying to have her screaming. Anyways, but yeah,
that's gonna be my answer for like that entire Getting Put Over. Like favorite title run, my whole favorite segment,
my
whole
favorite moment,
favorite year, 2020, whatever it was, because of the my whole.
Can I just add on?
2018.
Yeah.
Can I just add on that I wish YouTube wasn't such a asshole sometimes, because I really wish we could have played Lita's theme today, or much like other weeks.
Yeah,
I wish we could do that for all the Getting Put Overs, but we can't.
Yeah.
We're trying to stay monetized.
All right. Well,
that's what I'm saying. I had the theme playing in my head this whole time.
Well, with that being said, let's get into the We Are Wrestling podcast main event topic. And everybody's talking about it because this past Monday on Monday Night Raw, we got the return of the OTC Roman Reigns.
OTC1 now.
OTC1 cleaning house and saving Jey Uso and CM Punk from a beatdown. What was your thoughts on his return?
Random. Random as fuck, honestly. Like, it didn't seem like I don't think anybody thought that. I genuinely don't know if anybody thought Roman was coming back right there, because I felt like there was a lot more equal opportunity moments to come back, and I was not expecting the Raw after Evolution. I would have expected like Raw after SummerSlam, or like, you know, fucking the fucking Raw before SummerSlam. I would have expected that, you know, but I was not expecting this way. But at the end of the day, I'm not unhappy about it. Like, I love seeing Roman back, you know, like, and obviously he's aligning with Jay rather. And I mean, I guess I kind of got like a vibe of show respect to CM Punk, but at the same time, like, I don't know, it's cool. I just know that they're gonna set up a program between him and Braun Breaker, I think, slated for SummerSlam. I'm gonna be honest though, I don't have a lot of hype around it yet, just because it just happened. You have to let those things unfold. But thinking about Braun Breaker and Roman Reigns right now does not sound enticing, as a lot of people would think. It does sound good, but there needs to be a solid build for something like that. There needs to be stakes, especially if they're going to be pushing Braun Breaker into the higher echelons. You're going to have to give him some controversy before you put him with the OTC. Like OT's like Roman now feels like somebody that, like, in order to get a match with him and like any kind of story push, like, you need to earn it. I think that, Braun Breaker has, definitely shattered the grid, but I wouldn't necessarily go as far as to say that he's Roman Reigns material yet. And that's just a genuine opinion.
So before you do give your thoughts, Dan, like, I really want to tag myself in. Like, I'll let you take my spot here and you can get the last word. I got to say this. I feel like this is what I want. I want it to be Roman Reigns versus Braun Breaker at SummerSlam. That, I think, that's a blockbuster match. And I think having their first bout being at SummerSlam would be perfect. But I do feel like WWE is going to probably want to get Jay on the card. They're going to want to get Bronson Reed on the card. So I think realistically, they're probably going to set up a tag match. It's going to be Jey Uso and Roman Reigns versus Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. And I hope that this does lead to something bigger between Braun Breaker and Roman Reigns, because I do think, just like Lyra Valkyria, getting that rub from Becky Lynch, who is a well-established first-class Hall of Famer in this business, I think having a guy like Roman Reigns, the biggest star right now in all of wrestling, feuding with Braun Breaker with Paul Heyman by his side, there's lots of money to be made, and I think that this could be what Breaker needs to get to that world championship, to get to that main event level. Because I know for the longest time, I've been saying it here on the We Are Wrestling podcast, when it comes to Braun Breaker, I think that this guy is going to be taking that torch from John Cena, and he's going to be main eventing multiple WrestleManias, in my opinion. They're going to be building this company around a Steiner, and that's Braun Breaker.
Yeah. So I agree with both of you guys, and together, I'm going to go a little contrarian to what you guys were saying, because I think the Monday Night Raw was the perfect time for Roman Reigns to come out. Because like you just pointed out, Donnie, there's a lot of things that they can do with the SummerSlam match or match card to begin with, and how they can add on to make it a tag team, make it a solos match. With the whole Roman Reigns versus Braun Breaker, it may not seem great right now per se, but they have time to build it up. They have a little less than 20 days. They can add them on SmackDown too, or have it just on Raw, both. And so with having Roman Reigns back, you already know he was going to show up sometime between now and SummerSlam, because he was already featured on the SummerSlam poster. So there was some time that he was going to come back before SummerSlam. So it would make sense to have him build a storyline or build momentum going towards the first ever 2-night SummerSlam event. So why not have your biggest needle mover come out right away, bring that momentum towards it, the PLE, because WWE has gotten criticism these last few PLEs against failing to build it up.
Yeah, star power and stuff too.
With the main event, with WrestleMania even, there was barely any build up, and it still sucked. So I guess what I'm saying is, like, Roman Reigns is returning was still surprising to me, because I wasn't expecting it. But if you think about it, it does make a lot of sense, because there's a lot more ways to go with this feud with Braun Breaker, or him tag teaming with Jey Uso. So excited.
All I know is I really hope here, and this is the last thing I'm going to say about this before we do close off this week's episode. I really do hope that, he is not just showing up at SummerSlam and then he's going to take a break, like a hiatus. Because I know he works part-time. So, I'm really hoping that, we do get him for Bad Blood. We get him, at least until Survivor Series, and then maybe you could write him off after War Games for a little bit.
Until we get Rumble or something.
Exactly. So I hope that, Roman, we do get the program with Braun Breaker, and I think that having this tag match will be the start. But, guys, is there anything else before we close off this week's episode?
That's a wrap.
That's it.
That's a wrap. Ben needs to go get himself some caffeine. Dan
Yeah,
Eddy, on the other hand, he needs to watch that highlight of him on Geekbox's video 1,000
Oh, I've had it
times.
on replay this whole time, bro. It's on my other monitor.
And myself, I need to get some studio cleaning and some more work done. But guys, we hope you enjoyed this week's episode of the We Are Wrestling podcast. Just a reminder, if you're out in Long Island, New York, this Sunday for TNA Slammiversary, I will be there, and I will be having the vlog. I'll be vlogging, so if you do see me, don't hesitate. Come say what's up to me. It's going to be a great time. TNA is looking to have some big things happening during this event. AJ Styles possibly showing up, and we might as well show this off to end it. Hey, Donnie, Ben, and Dan Eddy, everyone, hope all is well. Hit the like button, please. Like, support, subscribe to the We Are Wrestling Podcast YouTube channel. Great pro wrestling content, creator fans. Wow,
Thanks,
I didn't even have to do my outro. Thank you, Chris, for that. But I will add something. The link's down in the description box below. You can go follow myself, Ben, and Dan over on all of our social medias and other ventures that we have going on. Rage is live on Twitch, twitching away. Dan Eddy, on the other hand, is building up his Twitch. He's going to be starting pretty soon.
Quick update on that. I was about to mention I will be starting Twitch again here soon since football season is coming up. So I will have my Twitch set up, watching football games,
watching his cheese heads take L's. And you can go check out my toy channel, Best One Donnie, if you're into WWE action figures, Nickelodeon, all the cool little collectibles and stuff. If you want to check out all of our other ventures, the links are down in the description box below. Go follow We Are Wrestling over on Facebook, Instagram, X, over on all the social medias. Really helps with the algorithm, really helps us grow. But to all the We Are Wrestling maniacs out there worldwide, we are taking over. Peace.